Hey everybody, and welcome to week 4 of COM 1150. So, you guys have been doing great. I hope you're feeling good. We've got another rainy day today, so it's a great day to stay in and do some English homework, or some English lessons. So, in week 4, we're starting to get ready for our first assignment, which is going to be a persuasive paragraph. Now this is a 10% assignment, and I've already posted the assignment link. So, a few things to say about the assignment. First of all, the assignment is due in week 5. It's due at the end of week 5, which is next week. So the deadline for that is May 31st, the very end of the month. Having said that, I encourage you guys to try to do that assignment this week, because if you get on it now, uh, all the work will be fresh. We've been building towards this assignment for a couple of weeks now. It's going to be on the topic of gender-neutral parenting, which you've already done some brainstorming on. It's going to be using the Tolman model, which we just learned about. So that means you're going to have to use support that is based on logos. You're going to have a strong claim, and using the Tolman model, the Tolman paragraph structure, you were then going to uh, use either ethos or pathos, or a little bit of both, and you're going to have a warrant that's going to help you back up your evidence. That's going to help validate your evidence, improve on your evidence to make a more effective overall argument. So, I suggest that you get on that assignment right away and try to get it done this week, because next week, in week 5, we're going to start looking at other kinds of writing. We're going to be moving beyond argumentation and thinking about other forms of writing. So there's no homework for this week other than working on uh, that assignment, the persuasive paragraph. Now there is a lesson this week, and there's going to be 2 parts to this lesson. Firstly, there's just going to be a little bit of review about the Tolman model. So for people who feel that maybe you sort of get it, but you want a little bit more practice, you want a little bit more work working with the paragraph structure, I'm going to post just a couple examples with some notes attached, and hopefully that'll give you an opportunity to look through it, get a stronger feel for the Tolman model. The second part of the lesson this week, the big part of the lesson, is that it's going to be our first grammar lesson. For this first assignment that you're submitting, it is a written assignment, it is 1 paragraph, and so we want to make sure that you're not losing marks on things like grammar, spelling, and clarity. So we're doing our first lesson on grammar and writing skills, and hopefully this is going to help you guys avoid some common grammar mistakes. So, just to recap, we have a lesson on grammar this week. We have a little bit of review lesson, extra lesson on things like paragraph structure and the Tolman model, but there's no graded evaluation this week. There's no quiz, there's no discussion board. And the reason there's no quiz or discussion board is because I want you guys to be working on your assignment that is due in week 5. That is the persuasive paragraph. If you can get most of that done or all of that done this week, that's great, because now is the time when it's going to be freshest in your mind. Finally, about last week's quiz, I know it was a tough one. Last week's quiz was a tough one. And the reason it was tougher is because it was really designed for you to be able to try it a few times, look at the lesson, go over the lesson a few times, and sort of figure it out. And sometimes that's the best way for us to learn. Some of you guys found it very natural and you kind of figured out the Tolman model right away. Other people found it a lot trickier, and that's okay. Everybody learns differently when it's an online class. So what I have done is I've added an extra 2 attempts to that quiz. You now have up to 5 attempts on the quiz. So if you've already done 3 and you feel like, oh, I still didn't do that well, I still am not really getting it, that's okay. It means you get another 2 tries now, another attempt to try to really understand it and do it well. And as always, if you have any questions, please feel free to email me. I try to get back to you right away. Last week I got a little bit sick, so I missed a couple days of emailing, but in general, I try to get back to you right away. All right, everybody, that's it for this week. That's all I have to say. So please get on the grammar work, start working on your persuasive paragraph, and if you have any questions, please let me know. Here's our assistant, Professor Lupa. She's having a little bit of a nap. Oh, there she is. So thank you guys, and I'll see you soon.